At 1 a.m. Washington time, President Trump tweeted the false claim, quote, if Vice President Mike Pence comes through for us, we will win the presidency. In fact, Mike Pence, in his role as president of the Senate, is scheduled to preside over Congress's certification of the results today, as detailed by the 12th Amendment, but he can't intervene in the process. With me now is one of my favorite reporters I've come to depend upon in the last few years, NBC News political reporter Jane Tim, who, you know, we all thought fact-checking was part of our job, Jane. We didn't all realize it was going to be all of our job all of the time, but it has been all of your job all of the time. So talk to me about this, because Donald Trump has had versions of this over the last couple of days. He said it in a rally last night in Georgia. We're counting on Mike Pence. I really like Mike Pence, but if he doesn't do the right thing, I'm not going to like him. So he's leaning on Pence. He had lunch with Pence yesterday, and now he's tweeting about Pence being able to do something that Pence is not allowed to do.
Absolutely. Congress wrote a law 134 years ago saying exactly what Pence can and cannot do as president of the Senate, as the vice president, overseeing the certification process. And it specifically says he's really there to open the envelopes and hand them to somebody else so that they get read. His job is just to open the envelopes. He cannot do more. And previously, we did see back in the 1800s, a Senate president try and intervene in a process, not overturn the result of an election, but intervene and be involved in it. And that got shut down. Congress really wants this power to lie with them, and they've made it very clear in the law that they can. And I talked to election experts today and said, is there any way they can do this? And they said, not really without a coup. But what you could do is essentially say you only read as far as the 12th Amendment, and you didn't read the actual law that governs everything that will happen tomorrow. And they said, you know what? No one ever intended the vice president to be kingmaker, and it's just not going to happen.
So who's in charge of that? The one thing I've learned with fact checkers over the last 4 years is you can check the fact, but Donald Trump makes his own rules. Who is the person who is going to get up tomorrow and say, Mike Pence isn't in the room, he needs to be in the room, or Mike Pence, you have to actually just do this? What do we know where this goes? Who's in charge?
I mean, at the end of the day, I think the law is in charge. I mean, Mike Pence does not want to go down in history as the guy who started a coup for Donald Trump that he knows will fail. You know, it's not going to go anywhere. And I think Mike Pence knows it, and we think Donald Trump knows it as well. I think that this is a last-ditch effort, because you saw Donald Trump going to court after court with failing efforts. There was one in the D.C. court by some Trump allies this week, and the judge said, wrong court, no standing, and you didn't even read the Constitution. I mean, we are grasping at straws at this point.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.